Political intrigue never ends. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader and went off more or less without incident. Queen Honora is a skilled diplomat, after all, and it was clear that the Orlesians were not interested in more war. This is only the first such meeting, but we have paved the way for a peace treaty. Queen Honora sent her thanks, along with a sword that is said to have belonged to the Ferelden hero King Callan had. According to her, it is a symbol of her appreciation for the Inquisition's efforts. Aw, that's cute. Oh. Dorian has completed his research using the Liberalum and believes he has found a connection between Corypheus and an ancient magister named Sethius of House Emladaris. Emladaris? This will be difficult to prove and may be of limited use, but it is worth noting that House Emladaris still exists. Even the accusation that Corypheus and Sethius are the same person would be worthy of a scandal into Winter, one that the current members of that family might be desperate to avoid.
At your service.
The Imperial Army will lead the Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weakness in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforet and Montismad. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade, and displaced civilians returning home after the war has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. And calling us right, a chance to solidify our alliance. And yeah, we need to deal with the demons. We can't. Liliana's option does not work for us. But maybe this gives us a mission, so. To the leadership of the Inquisition, it comes at great shock to me that the organization that claims to be defending us from the breach holds an interest in walnut farming. Perhaps you intend to throw unshelled nuts into the sky to repel demons? Truly, such matters are beyond my expertise. If you have a legitimate claim to Yellen, I should like to hear it. Count Marius de Poisson. De Poisson, de Soissons. Soissons, c'est bon. Ooh, a Liliana mission. See? It all just comes together. My dear Inquisitor, your dance is as beautifully as I remembered. You dance as beautifully as I remembered. Are you ready for the second movement? Dalamond is typically followed by Courant, in which the steps are much faster, almost running. The Comte de Poisson so enjoyed your last maneuver that he is now racing to petition the Council of Heralds for recognition of his claim to Yellen. I was the first one he contacted, of course, because while the young man is prone to missteps, he is not a complete fool. He's very likely to reach out to Duke Cyril de Montfort or Duke Germain next. Cyril is the youngest and most persuadable of the council, and Germain is the oldest and most likely to support a claim of any old Orlesian nobility over the donation of lands to a new Andrastian cause. You should make your own Allegrissimo. Comtesse Montbelliard is our best ally, I trust. We received word from Lady Eustace Richelieu, who presumes more and more to speak for the Thibaults. She is also quick to use us and we. Liliana, Lady Rigelot's letter follows. A bold move, Inquisitor. Lord de Rosier was mortified, if not mortally so. It is said that he cannot bear to show us his face, and face is all many of his generation value. I do hope he will do nothing drastic. I also hope that the names behind us remain willing to commit what is necessary to solidify the lines that have been established. We shall see. In your gracious service, Lady Eustace. Well. Phew. Whew. I wonder if we can ask Morgan about the hero of Ferelden. And what the hell is with all these amulets of power? Vivienne? Oh, they're both Vivienne. Interesting. Now the Avenger. I'm gonna move to valuables. Move to valuables. Move to valuables. What is that? One-handed sword. Really? Does the damage come from the... a 15? Maybe I can just put a thing in it. And it's gonna do a ton of damage. Yeah, just moving the shitty ones. The shitty shit out of the inventory. You can't use it. You know, you can't use it for anything. Pommel strike? No thanks. Oh, she has that equipped. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Varric.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
I've read your tale of...
Oh yeah,
Pretty common
this was nothing.
reaction.
I forget. Meriden, you have a quest? Holy shit.
Inquisitor. A title hard to rhyme. A challenge for a night. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden. A humble bard.
Didn't we talk to you?
Are you a bard?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way. If only I can give your deeds their due.
How can I help you?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know,
No.
Inquisitor. I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Sure.
Carry on then.
Oh, There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Okay.
Your worship.
Can you think of any other tasks?
A few Orlesian nobles didn't like how things ended at the Winter Palace. They're not rebelling outright, but they've brought in mercenary companies in preparation. The Charters have a good reputation. If we go in, we can buy the companies out from underneath them. The nobles will lose the men they meant for causing trouble, and the Inquisition gets some fresh blood.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
We'll talk later.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I agree.
I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
I know.
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
See you later, Paul.
Nice talking with you.
Go Iron Bull, you. You. And you.
And the charges flew through and saved the lot.
Good to see you. I know.
Her door's closed.
One for the Empress, for Gaspard, Briala, the Duchess, and Corypheus, right in the dangle bag.
You think all those people should be treated the same?
After Halam Sharel? Kind of. They all get little people killed and don't care. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say and do. Ugh, you know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. Don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
Yeah.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
I'll try.
Love seeing you, yeah?
I am interested in you. Okay, no.
I'll be back if I need...
Go on.
I think she likes me now. I don't know what happened. Something strange. Something strange, definitely.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Ah.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though,
I'll talk to you later.
if you like. She's still behind the curtains in the reading room.
I'll talk to you.
Goodbye.
So what's going on? Is that that's the guy. That's the annoying guy. Oh.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra?
Oh.
The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've had enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
They just stand the forge and talk about this stuff.
Talk to her, your worship.
It's not the coolest place.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next divine.
Yep.
Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Liliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Liliana and
I
I
was
were,
wondering about
at
that.
least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a man, first and foremost.
Psh, that doesn't matter.
If they name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium.
Psh, whatever.
Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces.
Oh.
I just don't know why they believe Liliana or I would be any better.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars.
So much dust.
This cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I'm surprised to hear you, of all people, say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Oh.
Your determination is admirable.
Some men would call it an unattractive trait.
I'm not those men.
Truer words have not been spoken.
Who's using flattery now? You're not the only candidate. What about Liliana?
Liliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Liliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
So idealistic.
I have influence, and I can use it to help the Chantry make up its mind.
I cannot ask you to do that.
You don't have to.
If you think that is the right thing to do, then thank you. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
She would. She's very idealistic. I would not be against it.
The sight of you warms the heart.
So, you're a candidate for Divine now.
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change.
She just
I have
sacrifices
never
it
believed in
all.
asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
Thank you. Let's hope the Chantry clerics agree.
That's enough.
We shall
We shall. Alright, Sir Morris.
Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral?
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads.
Okay.
I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
Okay.
How's it going? Do we have...
With Skyhold shining like a beacon, I think I love...
As you were.
We are...
Is there anything? Toma Rifts, but that doesn't matter.
Nothing?
Blackwall has something to say. Or what? I should also sell some stuff. Sell. Boop. Huh. We'll see if we can throw some of this. Yeah. We'll see if we can throw some of this stuff on our peeps. How much gold do I even have? Jesus Christ. Blackwall. Is it finally time for your companion mission?
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Sure. that looks depressing.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I did?
Saved it?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting.
Well, this
and
is
I
sad.
turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You were a kid.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done.
Oh?
Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Well, now I'm sad. Cabot. Sarah was never an agreeable girl. I agree with that. Well, I mean, I didn't mean to make light of it, but damn, that's dark, man.
Maker and Lady, Corypheus is taking a lot of them apart.
The Inquisition is...
What the fuck? Where'd he go? special shipments, apparently. Inquisitor, you've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been my honor to serve you. What? No. 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 No, 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 no.
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Find him.
Track him down. He's needed here.
Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
A crumpled sheet of paper. It looks like it was removed from a recent report to Sister Leliana. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Callier massacre of 937, was captured in Lides. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insisted he did not know who he was assassinating and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Tom Rainier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the week in Val Royale. Oh, holy shit. Wow, Blackwall, he really... I mean, I didn't mean to make light of it, Blackwall, please. You have to believe me here.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I know what you mean.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Huh.
What do you think of the...
Who do you mean?
Are you satisfied?
Our soldiers handled themselves. More importantly, they relied on each other. Trust in your fellow soldiers.
I should let...
No, well. Well, before we end it, let's see what the special shipment is all about. And I guess I'll cut it, and then we'll find Blackwall, because what the fuck, man? Blackwall is going solo. Maybe he's trying to track down the hero for Eldon. Maybe. Superb Staff of the Dragon.
Not trying to step on your toes, you know.
Okay, so now I'm getting the top tier weapons. Okay, yeah, this has a lot of ingredients. Wait, isn't that the same? Ah, utility. Ah, that is cruel.
Something strange for you, Inquisitor. You're used to that by now, right?
Sure.
I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
Inquisitor.
All right. Well, geez. Thanks for watching, guys, and tune in to the next.